It's about time that you people at home start learning how to properly remove those nails without ripping them off and damaging them. Hey babe, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to remove your acrylics in the comfort of your home, because that's what we do here on this channel. We do things in the comfort of our home. Maybe you're an introvert like myself. I don't know your life, but we like to do things at home just for shits and gigs. So we're gonna learn how to remove our acrylic sets. You can also do this if you have dip nails. I don't recommend doing this for gel, but any like artificial nails where you have some sort of powder and some sort of like liquid gel agent adhering the powder, you can use this method in the comfort of your home. Let's go over really quick a couple of things that you will need to do this at home. And if you don't have these exact things, find something in your home that you can use to substitute for whatever is on the list. You get the point. First, you will need a pair of nail clippers, either a hand file, or if you have a drill, that would be ideal. I'm going to use my drill today. Pure acetone, guys, pure acetone. I can't stress this enough. You cannot use nail polish remover for this. It needs to be acetone. You're going to need a smaller bowl that will fit inside a regular bowl, so I'm just using a tiny bowl that I found from Target, and then just a regular serving bowl that is from IKEA, and then a towel, this is optional, and a cuticle pusher. There is also things that you can buy from Amazon. You can just look up the words nail soaking bowl, and there's like a dual layer bowl, manicure bowl that you can use. They work really great. I've used these in many nail salons that I have worked at, but for the sake of people who are just in the comfort of their home, who don't want to spend $14+ on these things, you can just get these in the comfort of your home and they'll work just as fine. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's get into the process of how to soak our nails. The first step that we're going to do to take off our acrylic nails is to just cut our free edge. As you can see, I don't have hardly any natural nail growth underneath, so it's really pointless for me to file off my gel first when I'm not going to need to file off the free edge. So I'm just going to cut that off. Also, be careful when cutting the free edge because the tips do go flying in crazy directions and they do end up hitting people. When I was cutting mine, my boyfriend was literally protecting his face because it was like a scene out of Matrix. They were just flying everywhere. So just make sure there aren't any babies or anything around and proceed with caution. And then we're going to file off our gel color. If you have a hand file, you can use your hand file, but if you have a drill, obviously that's going to be much quicker, much more easier, much more efficient for yourself to use your nail drill to drill off your gel color. Also, during the filing process of removing the gel color, if you can confidently and safely remove any excess layers of the artificial nail, aka the acrylic, just to get those layers a little bit down, do so, but it is absolutely not necessary to do that. You just might have to soak your nails in the acetone a little bit longer. But if you can file down a little bit of the bulkiness of the acrylic, feel free to do so, but just make sure you're doing it safely and you feel confident with the nail drill or the file that you're using to do so. Before we start soaking our nails, I just want to point out something that some of you might have experienced in any nail salons for that matter, where before they start soaking, they might want to try to actually pop off the artificial nail from your nail plate. There's many ways people can do this. The most common is to take an actual plastic tip that we used in the acrylic video. What some techs might do is take that thin corner of those artificial plastic tips and run that between your natural nail and the artificial nail. This is so bad, so bad, because that's ripping up layers of your actual natural nail, which is literally causing damage. And I'm pretty sure it's not comfortable. Anyone who has experienced people doing this to them knows it's not fun. It's painful. So if you are going to the nail salon to get your acrylics removed and you see them doing this, tell them, stop, please don't. Can I just soak them? And if they say no or give you some BS excuse, then you get your butt up out of that chair and you go walk out of that nail salon and you go somewhere else, or you do it at home. Okay? Okay, back to our soaking process. The next step is we need to fill our bowls. So we have our larger bowl and we're going to fill that with really warm, almost hot water. Using the hot water will help activate the acetone to help speed up the process. And also, if you're putting your hand in cold acetone, that's kind of uncomfortable, you know? I'd like my water to be a little bit warm while I'm sitting there for 15 plus minutes. So it's going to help speed up the process of soaking the nail, and it's also going to help warm up the acetone so we're a little bit more comfortable while we're soaking our hands in the acetone. That was a mouthful. Make sure you don't fill your larger bowl with too much water, because you want to make sure that your smaller bowl, once you put it in the larger bowl, that the water isn't spilling into the smaller bowl, because we don't want the acetone and the water to mix, because that's going to dilute the acetone. So just make sure your levels are proper according to your bowl sizes. Then you're going to fill your smaller bowl with pure acetone. Remember not to use regular polish remover. You want to use pure acetone if you have it on hand. So we're going to fill the smaller bowl with pure acetone and place that smaller bowl in our larger bowl that's full of warm, almost hot water. We will then place our fingers, aka our phalanges, into the smaller bowl that's in the larger bowl. And what I like to do is place a towel just over my entire hand and over the entire bowls themselves, just to help keep any heat inside and to keep my hand warm. Then you're literally just gonna have to sit there and let those phalanges soak for 10 to 15 minutes. Like, it takes some time, you know? Grab your phone, go on TikTok, imagine yourself doing the dances, doing the damn thing, read a book, read a magazine, whatever you gotta do to kill the time. Do it, because this is a process, okay? It's all in the process. But the point of this is to literally preserve our nails. We don't want to damage them, you know? Soaking them, even if it's gonna take us a couple rounds, gonna be better for us in the long run. Just soak them for 10 to 15 minutes. I do them for 12 minutes at a time because 10 minutes just seems too little. 10 minutes is like for gel, and then 15 minutes, it's just like, I don't have time for that. So we meet somewhere in the middle at 12, so that's just what I do, 12 minutes at a time. But you do what you want to do, babe. You know, if you want to do 10 minutes, do 10 minutes. If you want to do 15 minutes, do 15 minutes. Once you take your hand out of the acetone, it should look like this. It should look kind of flaky, almost like snow. Let's talk about this, okay? You know, there are multiple different types of acrylic products out there in the world, and I'm just gonna spread a little bit of knowledge for you real quick. So there are two different types of acrylics that are the most popular acrylics used on the market. There is EMA and there is MMA. This product that I use for young nails is EMA. This is a product that is actually designed for nail acrylics, nothing else. It removes much more easier because it has this flaky substance while it's soaking off. It's just all around intended for its purpose, so it's much better for you in the long run. Where MMA, which is not what we're supposed to use, is much more bad for you. I'm so sorry to say this. How do we know the difference? Okay, MMA, when you remove it, it's going to be horrible, like difficult, like I don't even know how to describe. It's just going to be a pain in the ass to remove. It's gooey. It's just disgusting looking. It's literally like pulling boogers off of your nails. Like, I'm being dramatic, but it's the truth. I hate it. It's horrible. It's illegal in the nail industry to use. But why do people use it? Because it's cheap. It is so cheap. So when you're going to a nail salon and you get that $25 acrylic set, you're probably getting MMA, sweetie, and I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Even though MMA is still available to some people, I don't know how. I've never bought it. I've never sought it out, but people still buy it and still use it in nail salons. It's illegal because it's actually used for dental acrylic. Dental acrylic is actually used for the production of bridges and crowns on your teeth. Like, they're meant to just be like on there. It being on your nails can actually severely, permanently damage your nail and your skin. Because if you think about it, when they're wiping the monomer on your skin, like, it's just so bad. I can't stress it enough. It's so bad. Please don't use it. Please don't use it. Please just go to a nice nail salon or do your nails at home. Here's a list of things that it can actually cause damage to yourself. They even say it can cause miscarriages over time, and that's like serious, if you ask me. Like, don't use it. But anyways, the point of this little rant is that EMA is better than MMA. So use EMA, not MMA. And to know the difference is EMA is flaky and snowy and beautiful and easy to remove. MMA is gooey and yucky and difficult to remove. End of story. Now we're back in the game. After the first round, you're gonna see it's flaky. Your skin is gonna be hella dry. I'm literally turning into Ice Woman. Elsa, I'm coming for your brand. Watch out. Just kidding. I didn't mean to be mean to a Disney princess. Is she even a princess? I don't know. I've never seen Frozen. Sue me. But anyways, it should look beautifully flaky. All you want to do is take your cuticle pusher, whatever sort of pusher that you're using, and just drag down all that flaky product. It is gonna feel a little messy because it's a lot of acrylic that we use here. And then you can take your hand file or your drill and just roughly smooth down the surface again and repeat the soaking as needed. Here I did 3 rounds of soaking for 12 minutes, which seems like a long time, but my nails look fabulous at the end of this. There is 0 damage done to my nails. They are in perfect health condition, and yours can look the exact same way if you just have the patience to do as many rounds as it takes to get all that crap off. And I'm just gonna be honest, if you have MMA on your nails, that gooey crap, it's gonna take significantly, if not double, if not triple the amount of soaking to get that off. Keep that in mind when you go to that cheap nail salon and spend $25 getting a full set of acrylics. Remember that. And then obviously when you're all done, because our phalanges are hella dry, we are going to want to give ourselves a really nice hydrating manicure. You know, there are such things as hot oil manicures. Definitely pursue one of those, or just give yourself a regular manicure and make sure you lube up those phalanges with a ton of cuticle oil and lotion, because babe, you're gonna need it, because that acetone is super dehydrating to our skin, to our nails, and we just need to rehydrate those bad boys. Overall, this process should definitely leave your nails in a much healthier state versus you ripping them off. I know, some of you guys are just guilty of it. I've seen some girls like bite and like crack their acrylics off to like get them off, and I'm just like cringing on the inside, like, why do you do that to yourself? Why? Please don't do that. Please don't ruin your nails. When you do things like that, you're really damaging your nail plate. I think they say if you rip off your nails, like your artificial nails, whatever it may be, it takes about 6 months of growth to get those nail plate layers back. And I don't know about you, I don't have 6 months of my life to waste growing my nails back to a nicer length or strength. I don't got time for that. So yeah, that is how we properly soak off our acrylic nails or dip powder nails. If you try this at home, let me know. Tag me in your photos, in your videos. I'd love to see it. Today's video shout out goes to Ronell. So shout out to you, babe. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are. And if you like this week's video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up for healthy nails, because we are doing our best to keep our nails healthy here in the comfort of our home. This is a house. This is the roof. I'm the body of the home. Okay. Anyways, guys, that is it for this week's video. So I will see you guys all next week on next week's video. So until next time, so long and farewell, my babes. Bye.